It's not until after I wake up on Friday morning that I realize something. Something very important, which probably should have occurred to me before now. Virginia, I whisper. Psst, Virginia, wake up. What? Virginia asks as she stirs sleepily in her bed. It's Friday the 13th, I remind her. Virginia blinks sleepily. So? Are there any special rituals we need to do or not do to protect us from magical bad luck? Oh, Virginia says, finally understanding what I was getting at. No, Friday the 13th is good luck when you're a witch. Oh. So it's a good omen that our initiation finishes today, Virginia adds. Now, let me finish sleeping. She pulls the covers over her head. Well, I'm already awake, so I may as well make an early day of it. As I'm walking through the halls, I hear the sound of familiar footsteps and see Professor Grabiner heading straight towards me. Oh, great. So much for this being a lucky day. Good morning, Miss Brown. Good morning, sir. I believe that I owe you something of an apology. An apology? I did not give you a chance to explain your actions because I believe that I already knew the reasons behind them. You may not be aware, Miss Brown, but it is considered a traditional initiation prank to order freshmen to proclaim their love for me, the very thought of which fills them with horror. I have absolutely no idea what to say to that. He was mean in class, sure, but he wasn't bad looking. I see. Since it was not your intent to disrupt my lesson, I will cancel your detention and return the 10 merits I took from you. And I will add another 10 for having the courage to admit that you had written the letter, and an apology for the lesson you missed out on. Thank you, sir, I say brightly. He can see the way I'm smiling up at him and lets out a soft chuckle as he glances away. Please do not feel that this makes us friends, Miss Brown. It is simply a matter of redressing the balance. I still nod happily. Yes, sir. He looks like he's about to say something more before he shakes his head. Good day, Miss Brown. With a snap of his cape, he turns and sweeps away. After the day's activities, we're all called together into the gymnasium again. Just freshmen, at first, standing together in a confused herd as we whisper about the crazy tasks we've done this week. Then, we hear the sounds of heavy bootsteps marching in unison. Bow down, the seniors yell. Look up! You're too tall. Don't turn your back on me. Lower! Lower! After a few minutes, we're all lying flat on our backs on the floor, and that's when William takes the stage. Welcome, freshmen. It's time for the final phase of your initiation. Karina will be passing out the blindfolds. Please put them on. A long-haired girl from Snake Hall tiptoes around the room, delicately placing a strip of dark fabric in the hands of each freshman. Blindfolds? What are they planning to do with us? Well, everyone else is doing it. I place the blindfold around my eyes and tie it securely behind me. Okay, now I can't see and I have no idea what's going on. I can hear people moving around, whispering. 1 or 2 giggles. I wait. Eventually, I feel a hand touch my shoulder. Sit up, a male voice says. Carefully. Now, on your feet. I stand up with unseen hands under my elbows, steadying me. Then, one of those hands pushes me. Hey! I cry out. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. A female voice teases. I feel myself being spun around, passed from hand to hand. Stop, a male voice commands. They hold me, swaying, in place. For your own safety, do exactly what I tell you, the male voice continues. Walk forward, slowly. The voice sounds familiar, but I decide to play along. I follow the instructions of the voices and try to guess where I'm going. Through the buildings, out a door, across the grounds. Step up, a female voice orders. Up? Careful now, she continues. Don't hit your head. I feel a hand on top of my head guiding me into a van. Sit down, a male voice says. I'll strap you in. I can hear other people being guided into the remaining seats. So, okay, we're going for a drive. To the mall? To a cave? To a hotel? To a secret underground temple? At last, the van pulls to a stop and we are carefully ushered out of the car. Surprise! A male voice cheers, and I remove my blindfold to see Damien standing in front of me. What? I ask blankly, taking in the steady beach and the gigantic lake stretching on in front of me. Initiation is over, Damien tells me. Now it's time for the party. Groups of students lounge around by the lakeside. Seniors and freshmen are mingling freely. Long tables groan under watermelons, punch bowls, and an eclectic assortment of dishes. There's soda and barbecue and games, Damien explains, and presents from the seniors to the freshmen. You bought me a present? I ask dubiously. Actually, we were supposed to make them, but I've never been very good at that sort of thing. So, here. He hands me a small box. Inside I find butter. I am blushing scarlet. And you don't have to share it with anyone, Damien teases. I giggle. He smiles at me and he seems so perfectly happy that I can't imagine anyone would ever think him an evil demon. Come on, let's go join the party. It's just getting started. All right. Everybody's here. This would be a good chance to get my roommates to meet Damien and see that he's not a bad guy. But if that backfired and they said something mean to him, it could spoil the party. Instead, I decide to just have fun. Did anyone bring games? I ask. Are we allowed in the water? It's too bad we didn't bring swimsuits. I'm not sure I can swim wearing robes. You could always take them off, Damien offers. What? I'm blushing again. Just kidding, Damien teases. Yes, we can swim here. There's a safety barrier set up to block off the deep parts. You should probably take off your cape, but robes are fine. They won't be too heavy? Only when you get out of the water, and then I can dry you off. I remember how William did that for Virginia when we first met. If you'd rather play games, there are hoops and darts. Lawn darts? I thought those were illegal. Damien shakes his head in confusion. What's a lawn dart? Things with metal tips that you throw and try to stick in the ground. Like javelins, I think. I'm not sure. I've never seen one. I just heard they're dangerous. What? Not weapons, Damien insists. These are for games. They're not real darts. They're sticks with feathers on the end. You throw them at the hoop while it rolls. Anyway, we can do whatever you like. The party's for you, you know. He blushes. I mean, it's for the freshmen. So, should we get some food, or find a game, or get wet? What'd you want? Well, let's swim then, I say. The water looks nice. If we eat first, we'd have to wait too long. Last one in kisses a hula, Damien teases, and we take off towards the lake. We spend the rest of the afternoon having a good time together.